this is live. Speakers just joined. Sir, another 5 minutes is there, sir.
Oh, sure. No problem.
We'll wait so that some people will join.
Oh, yes. Great.
Yes, sir. Please, sir.
Can you hear me, man?
Yes, sir. Very clear voice.
Absolutely.
Krishnaswamy Kannan, sir, has joined, sir. Kannan, sir. Krishnaswamy.
Hello, Chandra Mohan.
Yes, sir. Sir, very, very good evening, sir. Thank you for joining.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir.
I wanted to see Chinnaswamy,
Hello.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Hello. How are you?
Good.
Very nice. Invited from Nadia.
Yeah. When I saw Chandra Mohan's message and you are be there, I thought I should not lose the chance and wanted to see you. How are you, sir?
Fine,
How are you?
I'm fine.
Good.
I'm still going to the hospital.
Sir, actually, I have posted this program to Pan India Urologists, so that those who are interested in the history of Association of Southern Urologists will join. So, lot of people who have done MCH from here might have moved to other places, so they also get a chance to listen about the history of ASU. As usual, Dr. Mahesh Desai sir always blesses us. So he joined as first member. Thank you, sir.
Chinnaswamy himself is a history of Indian urology.
Yes, sir.
Not only South Indian, it's an Indian urology. And Ganesh is there. He's not here yet.
Yes, sir. He is not a giant, sir.
Yeah.
We'll wait, sir, until at least panelists join.
No problem.
Ganesh Gopalakrishnan, sir, and
Gadis sir will come in 5 minutes.
Vishwarup sir is there, na?
Lord.
Dharmarajan.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Good evening. How are you?
Fine, sir. Everything, sir.
We are waiting for you, sir.
Wait, sir. அடுத்த மாசம் வரேன் சார் வரோம் மீட்டிங் வரோம் பார்ப்போம் சார் செப்டம்பர் டப்பாசு மீட்டிங் நீங்க வரீங்களா சார்
நான் மெட்ராஸ்ல இருக்கிற மீட்டிங்னா போலாம் மத்ததுக்கு நாட் அலௌட்
மீட் பண்ணலாம் சார்
பார்க்கலாம்
மேடம் நல்லா இருக்காங்க சார்
கொஞ்சம் நாட் வெரி வெல் கொஞ்சம் ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ் ஆமா அதனாலதான் நான் எங்கேயும் வெளியே வர முடியறது இல்லை
சரி
Dharmarajan sir, hello sir.
Hello sir.
Thank you sir for joining.
Thank you.
Dharmarajan.
Sir.
பேரெல்லாம் ஞாபகம் வர்றது இல்லை டக் அது ஒரு பெரிய டிஸ்அட்வான்டேஜ்
தான். நம்ம அது கிஃப்ட் தான் சார். gift தான் சார் அது. ஏன்னா throughout India you are remembering எல்லார் name, all the persons name almost.
Sasidharan, are you in Calicut or in Trivandrum?
I'm in Trivandrum, sir.
Trivandrum, okay. Still functioning in anything to do with the college, academic work?
I'm still attached to Manipal University as a adjunct professor. So I periodically travel to Manipal and engage the students and other academic activities. But the only problem is there's no direct flight from Trivandrum to Bangalore. You have to go via Bangalore. That is a little convoluted way of traveling.
That's all right. They take you there, you'll see. Via Bangalore only you have to go there.
Yeah. But had there been a direct flight, I could have visited Manipal more often.
Krishnaswamy Kannan, sir, you joined, sir.
Kannan, oh,
Can we test your audio, sir, please, as you are the panelist? Unmute, sir.
Good evening, Chandra.
Hello, sir. Good evening, sir.
hello, Ganesh.
Good evening, sir.
We were waiting for you. Then we can start the program once Krishnaswamy Kannan, sir, once comes out of the mute. Then we can start the program. Chengalvarayan, sir, are you ready, sir?
I'm ready, sir.
Yes, sir. With your permission, then I will start the. I request all the audience, other than the panelists and president, please rest of the people keep in a mute this thing. And because of the time constraints, we request the audience to put their opinions, views in the chat box. And at the end, if time permits only, we will invite the other senior urologists to talk. Otherwise, the program is designed for only 1 hour. Can I go ahead, sir? Chengalvarayan, sir, can I start, sir?
Please,
President, sir.
Please go ahead, sir.
Respected senior urologists, my dear colleagues and juniors of the Association of Southern Urology and other parts of the urologists in India also. Warm welcome on behalf of the Association of the Southern Urologists. As you all know, the Southern Urology has started the zonal chapter first time in India. Today, we are doing webinar on the ASU history and some of the important points related to ASU. To start with, I request President Sir to give his remarks and start the program. Thank you, President Sir, for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you very much, sir. Very good evening to everyone. The biggest blessing which we all got from COVID is COVID gave us Zoom. When Zoom came in, we thought, is this Zoom going to stay with us? Or are we going to go with the Zoom only? Are we not going to meet physically? Then we had the opportunity to meet physically. But over a period of time, this last 2 to 3 years, we all understood the Zoom is not going to go away from us, especially for meetings which are scheduled for an hour or two, which has an opportunity for so many people from different parts of the zones to meet. I think Zoom is the platform, and ASU is actually no exception to this. So when we decided that we'll go ahead with Zoom meetings, I think when Dr. Chandra, Mohan and myself put this forward, the council gracefully accepted this fact. We should thank the council for that. And we decided we'll have at least one Zoom meeting in a month. Maybe the frequencies can increase over a period of time. And when this happened, Dr. Chandra Mohan sir put forward a very important thing. He said, instead of going for academics on practicing urologists and scientific programs, I think the first thing that we have to start here is people should know about the Association of Southern Urologists. So this entire first webinar is the brainchild of Dr. Chandra Mohan. We have to thank Dr. Chandra Mohan for that. I'm really happy that I have a very vibrant secretary with me now. So we thought we have an opportunity to take a lot of people inside. We can take a lot of material from people, but due to time constraints, we decided that at least we'll involve 6 of the most prominent members of the Association of Southern Urologists. And it is indeed a blessing for all of us to listen to what they're going to say about the Association of Southern Urologists. So I welcome you all for this first academic meeting of this academic year for Association of Southern Urologists. And I'll hand over now proceedings to Dr. Chandra Mohan, sir. Please take over.
Thank you very much, President ASU, for your kind words. And once again, I thank for the society giving me the opportunity for 2024 to 25 and 25 to 26 to be as honorary secretary of the ASU for me. At the first outset, I wanted to thank all the seniors who accepted to be as panelists. The flow of the program is, I will give brief introduction about the ASU in PowerPoint presentation, less than 10 minutes. After that, we will request Chinnaswamy sir, Sasidharan sir, and KSN Chary sir to share their memories with ASU for 5 to 10 minutes. After that, I will interact with Dr. Ganesh Gopalakrishnan sir about the evolution of ASU, because he is the first secretary of the ASU way back in 1990, even when we have not joined the medical profession. His memory is excellent, so I thought he will take the journey from past to present, roughly around 35 years. After that, Krishnaswamy Kannan sir, I will be interacting about why any urologist should become a member of ASU, why urologists should attend GBM, what is constitution amendment in brief, around 10 minutes. At the end, I wanted to interact with Dr. Ramesh sir, who is senior urologist from the Bangalore, about the future urologists, how they should plan in relation to the associations, why they should become associated with various urological societies, how they should form career in service, in giving service to the societies, and how they should take the ASU to the higher level, national, international level. With this flow of this thing, now I will start with my presentation, brief history of ASU. If anything small errors are there, please excuse me. I have gone through the ASU book for last 3-4 days and made around 10-15 slides because is the one? Sir, is my screen visible, sir?
Yeah.
So this is the logo of the South Zone USI, the Association of Southern Urologists. As you all know, why name is not West Zone, East Zone, North Zone like other zones. The history is, it is the first society formed in the Registrar Office of the Madras. So it is very difficult to change. So it has been decided by the council long back that it will be the Association of Southern Urology. But the conference, when it is conducted, we will write like conference as South Zone Conference. So this is a live webinar today. Unknowingly or knowingly, today is the Senior Citizens Day. There is no society without, there is no generation without the senior citizens, because everybody has to progress through age and become the senior citizen. But there is no definition of senior citizen, because today at 94 years of age, Dr. Chinnaswamy sir, with God's blessing, has so much memory and able to address us also with name. Way back in 1997, my father has taken, I don't know whether Chinnaswamy sir remembers or not, his brother is very close friend of my father at Salem. When Chinnaswamy sir, my father has I was planning to take pediatrics, but my father has taken me to Chinnaswamy sir, saying that you encourage him to take surgery. Chinnaswamy sir told, if you are interested in pediatrics, you can become pediatric surgeon, but become surgeon. Fortunately or unfortunately, now it is fortunately, that I have become surgeon. At that time, I used to think that why I have become surgeon, but I am feeling that I am fortunate now. And in fact, I am focusing on pediatric surgery as told by sir way 30 years back. Our president is Chengalvarayan sir, who is very dynamic and has served the society as 2 times secretary as well as a treasurer. So he has a lot of experience. Our president-elect is Rajendra Nerli. Immediate past president is Ginil Kumar sir, who is very much interested in scientific research activities. Nistis D'Souza is treasurer. From the council member, Balgopal Nair is from Kerala. SM Kannan sir is from the Tamil Nadu. Kumar Prabhu sir is from the Karnataka Urology Association. And Ravi Kumar sir, who is also son of Ranganatha Rao sir, who is the professor and founder of ASU as the SOGAS council member. This is our the state-wise Urologic Association presidents, ex officio member so-called, Dr. Sitharamaya from SOGAS and AP president, the Dr. Dinesh, president UAK, that is Kerala, Dr. Chandrasekhar Rao, president KUA, and Dr. Shivashankar, president Tapasu and Tamil Nadu and Puducherry. Coming to the main content, founders, for all the juniors, we must know this. We should remember these faces forever. I feel every year, first webinar should be same webinar so that people will remember. If we go to Washington, half of the Washington is only based on the history. These are the founders of the ASU. Dr. P. Venugopal sir, we all know he has done pioneer work, academician, and he has dedicated his life later part to the Kasturba Medical College, and recently we lost him. Dr. Rai Chali sir, we will go into the detail through the Ganesh Gopalakrishnan sir. Dr. Chinnaswamy sir in the center, who is present with us. Very, very fortunate day. Dr. Ranganatha Rao sir, from our state, we remember when we were there 20 years back in Hyderabad, he used to come to Hyderabad Urology Society meetings, and people say that we have never seen him angry on anybody, not only on the patient, but on the colleagues also. Such a great person. And Dr. Ganesh Gopalakrishnan sir, recently I went to Delhi. I wanted to see the robotic surgery by Rajiv Gandhi Institute, one of the senior most urologists, now the uro-onco surgeon. I asked him, where are you trained, sir? He said that I trained under Dr. Ganesh Gopalakrishnan sir. That is the stature of Ganesh Gopalakrishnan sir. Many of his students are serving the India with the knowledge what they got from Ganesh Gopalakrishnan sir. When I asked the CV, he has written only 4 lines. I will read that. Now coming to the presidents of ASU, I quickly go. 35 presidents are there. 1 second I will take for one name. Dr. Annamalai is the first president when secretary was, honorary secretary was Dr. Ganesh Gopalakrishnan sir. Again, he is from Bangalore, 1990-91. Jayashekhar Matthias, 1991 to 92. Varadarajan from Madurai, 1992-93. CL Ashok Kumar, some prizes are there on his name, 1993 to 95. Dr. V. Ravindranath is very famous because some prizes are on his name also from Madurai, 1994 to 95. Dr. ABS Reddy, again, who proposed me for the honorary secretary post when I was not taking. He said that you should do Chandra Mohan, 1995 to 96. Dr. Tenika Chalam, Chennai, 1996 to 97. Dr. K. Sasidharan sir, Manipal, 1997 to 98. He is with us today. Dr. N. Krishnamurthy from Madurai, 1998-99. Surprised to see Krishnamurthy is more. One from Madurai, one from Bangalore, one from Kochi. We will come to about that. Dr. Lieutenant Kannan K.M. Krishnarao, Visakhapatnam, 1999 to 2000. Dr. H.K. Nagaraj, Bangalore, 2000 to 2001. Well-known laparoscopic surgeon from Bangalore who worked in Ramaya Medical College. Dr. N. Vijay Shankaran, Madurai, 2001 to 2002. Dr. Ishwar Gaud sir, again from Hyderabad, 2002 to 2003. Passed away with sudden unexpected illness. Dr. R. Jayaraman from Chennai, 2002-2004. Dr. G. K. Venkatesh, Bangalore, 2004 to 2005. Dr. R. Shivashankar, Bangalore, 2005 to 2006. Dr. R. M. Mayappan from Chennai, 2006 to 2007. Dr. T. R. Murli, Madurai, 2007 to 2008. I have been to him. He was in Madurai Mission Hospital and then moved to other hospital. Unfortunate event has happened afterwards. Dr. D. Ramesh, who is with us as panelist, is from Bangalore. He is serving now in Ramaya Medical College 2008 to 2009. Dr. Pichi Balashan Mugam, Chennai, 2009 to 10. Dr. P. Vilan Murthy, who served as NIMS professor for a long time from Hyderabad 2010 to 11. Dr. H. Krishnamurthy from Kochi 2011 to 12. Dr. KSN Chary from Guntur is also panelist today, one of the father figure as of now in AP and Telangana from 2012 to 2013. Dr. R. Keshavamurthy, Bangalore, again, who has a lot of knowledge about the ASU 2013 to 2014. Dr. K. Tyagarajan, 2014 to 15. Dr. A. Mohan, who is from Bangalore, very active in ASU. During the GBMs, we used to listen when we came to Hyderabad. When we started the private practice 2015 to 2016. Dr. Krishnasamy Kannan, again very, very important person, the urologist who has formed the ASU handbook. Not only that, amendments, lot of things we listen from him. He is from Trichinarpur 2016 to 2017. Dr. Mallikarjuna C also has become president from Hyderabad, good academician 2017 to 18. Dr. Chandrasekhar Ratkal, Bangalore 2018 to 19. Dr. Nitin Kekre sir, who is a professor. He is also eligible to participate as a panelist, but we could not accommodate so many people from Vellore. A great professor with a lot of ethics 2019 to 20. Dr. Ganesh Kamath from Chennai 2020 to 21. Dr. Mallikarjun Reddy from Hyderabad 2021 to 22. Dr. Audappan sir 2022 to 23. From there I was in as council member. Dr. Ginil Kumar 2023 to 24. Present president Dr. Chengalvarayan sir 2024. It's also, these are the 35 presidents, but there are less number of secretaries because alternate year it will come. 16 secretaries are there. Dr. Ganesh Gopalakrishnan sir again 1990-92. Dr. Tinakachalam 92 to 94. Subramanian 94 to 96. KM Krishna Visakhapatnam 96 to 98. PR Murali 98 to 2000. Mayappan 2000 to 2002, Ramesh sir 2002 to 2004, Dr. Keshavamurthy 2004 to 6, Dr. Pichai Balashanmugam 2006 to 8, Krishnamurthy sir 2008 to 10, Dr. Nerli sir 2010 to 12, Ganesh Kamath sir 2012 to 14, Dr. Krishnamurthy sir again is the only urologist who has become two-time secretary 2014 to 16. Dr. G Lakshman Prabhu, very, very dynamic. In fact, he became secretary also of the India Urology Society of India. Had it been he, might have been a great event 2016-18, very unfortunate event in the history of Urology Society of India itself. Dr. Arun Chawla Manipal, who is again a professor dedicated to academics with his ISU activities 2018 to 20. Dr. Chengalvarayan sir 2020 to 22. Dr. Surya Prakash Vaddi 2020 to 24. And presently myself, Dr. Chandra Mohan. Treasurers of ASU, again only few are there. Dr. Tinakachalam 1990 to 91. Tinakachalam again. Dr. Dhanpal sir 92 to 96, Jayaraman 96 to 98, Lengwan 98 to 2002, Pichai Balashanmugam 2002 to 6, Dr. Ravi Kumar 2006 to 10, Dr. Ganesh Kamath 2012 to 14, Dr. Iyampurthy 2012 to 14, Dr. Chengalvarayan sir 2014 to 16, Dr. Krishnamurthy 2016 to 19, Dr. Chengalvarayan sir again did 2019 to 20, Shivalingaya 2020 to 24, Siddhalingeshwar Neeli 2020 to 24, Nishchit D'Souza, present secretary 2024. Coming to the briefly, it's already I have taken 8 minutes of time. I'll try to finish another 3-4 minutes. Dr. Krishnamurthy sir, Dr. A. Mohan are very instrumental in making the ASU book, with which only I could get all the information. Had it not been there, I might have called everybody and asked what happened this, what happened that. That is not there today because of this book. Very, very useful. And that followed by changes by Krishnasamy Kannan sir is already doing for Tapasu also a book. Probably he will update the ASU book also. We also will help. And Dr. Arun Chawla also helped in updating. Dr. Lakshman Prabhu, who is always ready to do these things, followed by Dr. Mallikarjun Reddy, Chengalvarayan and Surya Prakash. I promise that from 2022, 23, 24, 25, so I will definitely upgrade and then only hand over to next person. The history of ASU, if you go 1989, all will be discussed with by Dr. Ganesh Gopalakrishnan sir, but I am just going briefly because this document will be there as a link in the ASU website forever. So 1989 Eurofest program, how it happened, we are not there. Let it be shared by Ganesh Gopalakrishnan sir. First oration at that time decided is Professor H.S. Bhatt oration. This is the first oration of ASU. Then state chapters have formed UAK, Sogas, KUA, Tapasu. They may not be important at that time, but now important because the society is growing. They are also contributing to the ASU through their members. The office first, our office is there in MMC Chennai, which has not changed because it is difficult to change. We are keeping the same office. Now the total number of members are 945 full members. I don't know when the members started. They say that in the evening hotel reception, only 10 people gathered together and they named the Southern Urology name. Associates are 921, affiliate members are 97. Together, we have nearly 1900 members, which is the largest zonal group representing. That also shows the strength of the South Zone Urology. Present membership fees is honestly for the juniors, it is 6,000 rupees. I understand it is raised from 1,000 rupees to 6,000. I still feel lifetime membership is 6,000, even for the PG, even for the consultant. So those who are listening, not members, even if you are outside the zone, you can become affiliate member and contribute to the ASU. Executive Council consists of 13 members, President, President-elect, immediate past President, Honorary Secretary, Honorary Treasurer. Council members are 4, ex officio members are 4 state presidents. Already I mentioned. The minimum scientific program is annual conference, Professor H.S. Bhatt midterm, 2 council member activities. Distinguished personalities are there. I will not go into the details. Professor H.S. Bhatt sir, we will discuss. Many times we discussed, but he is the pioneer work. In fact, for Urology Society of India, he conducted the first meeting in CMC Vellore, 1921 born, 1946 joined CMC Vellore, dedicated entire life afterwards to the Puttaparthi Sai Hospital. And then while he was in Puttaparthi only, he could not survive after 2021. In the last part, I could see him. Sri Kivaraj Kardia is probably a patient of Chinnaswamy sir. Symposium is still continuing on him. He's an industrialist. He has a lot of charity services from the Chennai. His sons and grandchildren are maintaining our Kivaraj Symposium, which is a well-known symposium for long years. Shivaraman sir is a professor. His students on his name has kept endowment the oration, which is a prestigious thing. And he is 30 years eminent teacher from MMC. And he is long back. Now we are talking about ABO, incompatible kidney transplantation. In Japan, he is trained for that. Jayashekaran is from the small place. I have been to that hospital, and this is Kanyakumari district, Nagarkoil, and he has a lot of vision. Even though he is a MBBS doctor, he trained in UK. His children are contributing for the innovations which more Kannan sir knows about more. Professor Avadesh Pandey, who is these are the urologists. They only contributed prizes and travel fellowships. That much amount of enthusiasm was there. He is CMC Vellore student, 70 years as professor in CMC, in charge of transplant unit, BC Rai awardee. Ravindranath sir, again famous from Madras University 1981, Madurai Medical College 81 to 87, 2001 to 2005 Coimbatore Medical College. I don't know about sir, but lot is written in the handbook. He is past president of ASU also. Travel fellowship is named on his name, PG Travel Fellowship. Best podium paper also was named on his name. Though they are not there over a period of time. Every 7 years, these revises will happen as per the rules and discussions in the AGM, but we have to remember them. Professor K. Ravi Shankar sir, MCH 1967 batch, again Madras University, first fully trained Indian urologist. Though Chinnaswamy sir is the first urologist official MCH, but he is the person who is trained completely in India, MBBS, MS, MCH, and then passed out MCH from Madras University. So he served for a long time, 1963 to 1992 for MMC, and on his name we are giving a quiz. Quite long time we conducted ASU quiz. Professor N. Krishnamurthy, again, is not the same Krishnamurthis which we are from Kochi as well as Bangalore. Is different. 1976 MMC, when at the time we have born. So professor of Madurai Medical College, Madurai, past president of ASU. We had a gold medal for point counterpoint on his name. Though it is not there, is worth mentioning. Professor C.L. Ashok Kumar, personally I don't know, but 1969 MCH from MMC, ASU president also, and poster prize was on his name. Dr. N. Sethu Raman, I heard a lot about him because he had a visionary. At that time only MCH urologist, and then Meenakshi Mission Hospital is 600 bedded hospital, and Murli sir used to work under him when I have gone. He has shown this hospital. He is first best paper award. First was sponsored by him in ERCOD. ERCOD is the name we have to remember where first activity meeting has happened. Ganesh Gopalakrishnan sir knows more about it. Professor Nalini Venugopal, as you know, Venugopal sir's wife and is very famous pathologist who initial days concentrated on uropathology, and on her name ASU has instituted the clinico-pathological conference. This is called CPC, ASU CPC. Alternate year we conduct this, but this is sponsored by ASU. Pratiksha Charitable Trust, again, after reading, I came to know that this is a charity managing trustee is Krishnamurthy sir, who is in Kochi, and he is the person who started NU hospitals in 1999, and rest of this is history. Bangalore Urology Society video is there. Bangalore Urologists have contributed for this. It is still continuing. They are enthusiastic. It is a very important sponsored program. MIUC again. Today, Dr. Mahesh Desai sir is here. He might be knowing Millennium International Urology Conference is conducted in 2000. That time, alternate year, every zonal chapter will do the travel fellowship. Recently, this is not continued. ASU NU Hospital Bangalore Medal Pediatric Urology Debate, which is given on that logo, and the NU Hospital is the contributing for that. Annual conference compulsory scientific programs of 2024, which Professor Shivaraman endowment guest lecture, many people have done. In fact, next year in Vijayawada, we have given to Dr. Professor A.K. Mandal. He was my professor. He is also instrumental in making the students, even though he is not famous for any surgery, but he knows how to conduct the department. They also should be remembered. Professor H.S. Bhatt oration is a famous oration. Many of the seniors from the South India has done this oration. Now, coming to handovering the program to the today panelists. The first panelist is Dr. Chinnaswamy sir. When I was reading, there is a lot of things there. So he is born at Salem in 1930. Everybody should applaud. We don't hear now, but he is 94 years as of now. The discipline of life, we want to listen from him. The contribution as ASU founder, we want to listen from him for 5 to 10 minutes. He is MCH 1966. He is FRCX 1964. President USA 1984 to 1986. Vijay Hospital, he worked a long time. Vijay Hospital owner is from my hometown in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, and their forefathers are from Anantapur district, Tadipatri, where they were close to the director called Dr. K.V. Reddy, and sir knows it, and his brother is, as I mentioned, very close friend of mine. I will introduce quickly all the panelists and then hand over so that I will not come back again. Dr. Sasidharan sir, past USA President, HOD Manipal, MCH Madras University, is very keen on nephron sparing surgery. He has done a lot of work and he is associated with the Urological Association of Asia at that time only, with Paris, with UK, various urological associates. What I remember is crispness in expression, his style of English, and his conducting of the session is highly appreciated. He is BCRI awardee too. Dr. KSN Chary is born 1951, MS PGI, MCH PGI. That itself shows, but he has gone back to his native place, not to Hyderabad. That time everybody used to go to Hyderabad. He has gone back to the Guntur and established. He is the senior most urologist. The only thing I can say is that even the first year passed out MCH has to compete with KSN Chary, not only in the aspect of the latest surgery, but also in physical fitness and mental fitness to do the surgeries. He is the ex-president for SOGAS as well as South Zone. Ganesh Gopalakrishnan sir, no need to mention, is one of the famous person in South Zone as well as in India. He is alumni of Christian Medical College, CMC Vellore, batch of 1965, Department of Urology 76 to 2008, Founder Secretary ASU, past President USA and BC Award and Best Teacher too. Krishnaswamy Kannan sir, the name I was reading, there is no H in Kannan, and Swami actually SW should be there. MCH Urologist 1991 to 93, Madras Medical College, President ASU. What books don't tell us, he will be talking about that. And even innovations, he is very particular and he has very good knowledge. Today we will take some knowledge from him. Professor D. Ramesh, Assistant Professor in Urology in KMC, Manipal 92 to 94, is actually Manipal's student. Joined MS Ramaya Medical College in 1994. Till now he is continuing. He is presently the Dean of the MS Ramaya Medical College too. Madam also works in MS Ramaya Medical College and he is Honorary Secretary 2 years he has done, 2013 to 17, long career to go for him. With this, I stop sharing my screen. I will conduct the program by asking Dr. Chinnaswamy sir to share his views. Dr. Ramesh, his son, is helping him through the Zoom, and he also knows how to unmute and mute, and he remembers all of us names. He was telling Dharmarajan, how are you, like that. That's really great, sir. We are fortunate to have a leader and a founder like you. Really pranamam for you. I will hand over to you, sir. You please share whatever the best memories you have with ASU. Thank you once again for this 10-15 minutes of time. Over to Chinnaswamy, sir.
Vaddi,
Yes, sir.
hats off. I don't know how you could talk continuously for nearly 10 minutes without any break. Great. Anyway, I can't talk like that. Anyway, urology started in Madras and Vellore at the instance of Professor Venugopal and Dr. H.S. Bhatt. After that, we used to have weekly meetings in Madras Medical College, and even though All India Institute Delhi started urology, they did not have a MCH course. Madras University was the first to start, and Madras and Vellore were the first batch of students. I was fortunate to be selected in the first batch and had the honor of being a MCH at that time. Urology Society at that time was part of the Association of Surgeons of India. It used to be called Urology Section, and during the annual conference, we will have 1 or 2 days of meeting. The urologists at that time thought that it is not correct to be part of it. We must have our own society and then separated to form Urology Society of India. At that time, we were meeting once a year, and once a year was not adequate either for social gathering or to connect with people or to compare and our knowledge. So it was decided to have an annual half-yearly meeting, and so the Southern Urology Society was formed, so that in between the Urology Society annual meeting, you will have this Association of Surgeons of South India or Southern Urology Society. The first society meeting was held, I remember, in Yerkot, and then we used to have every year this meeting, and this has contributed to a great extent to the social understanding between the urologists as well as their knowledge to improve. And I'm very thankful to Dr. Vaddi, who have given me this opportunity to be present and take part in this meeting. Urology Society, particularly Southern Urology Society, will grow. There were many people from Bombay who came at that time. Urology Society, they objected, saying, why should you have Southern Urology? Then later on, they themselves started, they found the importance of having a regional meeting, and then Southern Urology is the first regional society to form, and they have been having regular meeting conducted. As you said, even though the Southern Urology Society was started in Chennai, Tamil Nadu Urology Society did not start. Before that, Andhra Pradesh and Kerala had started, because the society was started in Chennai. We did not think at that time to have a Tamil Nadu chapter. After some years only, the Tamil Nadu chapter was started. Whatever it is, I am very glad to see that the urology has grown so much, and the Urology Society is functioning so well, and the Southern Urology is doing very well under Vaddi. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Sir, we wanted to ask some personal questions. How many years you are married now, sir?
How many?
Years married now. At what age you got married, sir?
Oh, maybe about 26, 27.
What is the secret of your memory, your health? What the message you want
No.
to junior?
Actually, my memory is poor. I am not able to remember many names now. But anyway,
What
there
is
is
the
nothing.
message to keep your good health for the juniors? Mental as well as physical health.
I don't know. It is my mother's side. They have been living for ninth generation and not doing anything in excess, either physical activities or food or drinks or whatever it is. They are not in excess. They are all with moderation. Probably that is what helped me. But Gene, my brothers and sisters are all around past 80 and we are going on. I think it is my mother's
Great,
gene
sir.
that is helping.
Great, sir. We will
It is
definitely
not that,
have.
not that I have done anything great to be alive at this time. Anyway,
Great.
thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, and for your honest answer. Really appreciated, sir. Now I request Professor Sasidharan sir to give his memories. Professor Sasidharan sir, please, sir. You are unmute, sir. Unmute, sir. Sasidharan sir, unmute, sir. Madam, parent. Sandhya madam is helping Sasidharan sir, his daughter. Can we do that?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please, sir. Thank you, madam, for helping me to get connected to Sasidharan sir. Sandhya madam, thank you. Please, sir.
Thank you so much, Mohan, Dr. Chandra Mohan, for your very kind invitation. It is always a pleasure and privilege to be a part of this wonderful program. So when we talk about ASU, if somebody were to script the history of ASU, I'm sure it will run parallel to the history of USI, because South India was the epicenter of all urological events. Anything you conceive, any progress, any recent advances, its their implementation, they all had their genesis in South India. I'm not trying to be parochial, but the fact has to be stated. And ASU actually was formed in 1990. In fact, in 1990, the USI conference held in Calcutta, its AGM passed a resolution urging all the zones to start their respective associations. But we did not form this association just because of the clarion call from the USI. No. We, in fact, have decided on the formation of ASU much before that. One of the reasons why that could happen was in South India, there were a number of state urological associations. So that phenomenon was never ever seen in the rest of India. See, for example, Kerala Urological Association was formed in 1982. 1982. And I was partly instrumental in starting this association in Calicut, along with Professor Roy Chally. And I was the first secretary of the association. And then came Andhra, Episogus. Episogus was, the second conference was held under the auspices of Sri Venkateswara Institute of Medical Sciences at Tirupati. I was a witness to all these developments. Then Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. And when these associations conducted their annual conferences. It was almost like a mini ASU. So, I mean, we had no difficulty at all in interacting academically, socially, even otherwise. So ASU was a natural product of this interactive relationship with the state associations. And I have very vivid memories of the first ever ASU conference conducted in Erkan, a beautiful hill station in the Western Ghats. And there was a wonderful cluster of very senior urologists and upcoming urologists. We all got together, framed the bylaws, and it was a wonderful get together in many, many ways. But at that point of time, there was a kind of a strident expression that the association which we are forming on our own should have an independent existence, not linked or tethered to the parent body of USI. So that generated a lot of the hot debates, agreements and disagreements. And finally, the overwhelming view was that we should not form a separate society. We should not be parochial. We should be a part of a national body. So that was the overwhelming view, and we almost liquidated the concept of a separate existence. And as I said before, all the major events, I mean, in urological domain took place in South India. At this instance, I must always say about CMC Vellore, I was a member of the team, and I was in fact a student of CMC. And those days, I remember the unity amidst, in the midst of all the academic bodies was so great. So we used to periodically travel to Chennai, to MMC, to listen to Arcot Venugopal, Professor Chinnaswamy, who's so graciously here with us today, and Dr. Ravi Shankar. I've attended their clinics. And then I used to ship to the Egmont Pediatric Hospital, and where Professor Ramakrishnan used to take us around and teach us about the pediatric urology. So that kind of exchange, you know, we are not exclusively part of CMC Vellore. We are a part of a joint, team, a joint. That means our own pedigree as a student, expanded. So we can name Professor Chinnaswamy as my teacher, and Professor Ravi Shankar as my teacher. So many people. So it is wonderful. And then also we had the benefit of getting exposed to people like the three brilliant Parsis from Bombay, Dr. Kalabawala, Dr. Karanjiwala, and Sonawala. They used to periodically frequent CMC Vellore because of Professor H.S. Bhatt. It was almost like a beacon, attracting academic crowd. Himandri Sarkar used to visit CMC Vellore. And we were so delighted when they used to come. So we used to actually make the best use of their physical presence there. And I remember, and Ganesh would recall, you know, we had not a great restaurant called Andal. It is rather, a kind of a primitive establishment. And we used to drag these eminent personages into the vicinity, into the innards of that restaurant, sit there, have masala dosa, coffee, tea, and all kind of things. And we used to discuss very solid, concrete urological problems. So, that's why I was telling you a little sometime before. Our pedigree expanded, and that was a great experience. So I would reassert again once more that when the history of ASU is chronicled, It runs parallel to the history of ESI.
Great.
That's what I have to say.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you. Thank you,
Great.
Chandra.
Thank you very much, sir. Really appreciate it. We will be interacting with you definitely in the coming days. It's not that today is the one day which is everything shared. Thank you for the crispness, and your style of speaking is great, sir. Your words, you use words so well, and you articulate the linguistic skills are excellent. I mean, I'm yet to see in a person like you who even subject as well as other things also. Thank you, sir. We are fortunate to have an eminent person like you. Now, I request Dr. KSN Chary, sir, to brief about his memories with ASU.
Thank you, Dr. Chandra Mohan. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Please, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to participate in this history of ASU. That has been the first of its kind which I am listening. And as usual, you are a very dynamic person, and I'm very happy you are now the secretary of this committed post, and wish you all the best.
Thank you.
I have few memories to tell you about the genesis of ASU and what I found in the last 30 years. Now, interestingly, the AP SOGAS, the first conference was held in Hyderabad in 1989. And the similar time on the same, in 1990, ASU conference was also held at Aircraft. And then initially the ASU was a very small body, and then very few members were there. And there was a lot of inhibition from some of the southern states, especially Andhra Pradesh, which I found over the years of my existence with the ASU, that in the association of our members with the ASU was poor in the beginning. As we went...
Yes, sir. Continue, sir.
As we went on, gradually the membership drive and all the efforts of our council, the president, secretaries, etc. from Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, there is an increased number of people who have joined ASU body, and now we have got a good strength in the ASU also. Now, we should remember about the efforts of, I'm describing about ASU and AP and Telangana, so that the other history is already shared by Professor Chinnaswamy and others. The efforts of KMK Rao, Ranganatha Rao and Vasanta Krishna have to be remembered. They have a great impact in my mind. And initial part of our meeting with them, especially in the AP SOGAS, they went on. At that time, I was not attending the ASU meetings. They went on telling me, you are academically active. Why don't you join the membership of ASU and then be a part of the council? Now, with their coercing and tutoring, I have joined ASU and became a member in 1997 and 2001. And then subsequently, I became the president. The person who gave me the impetus to join as a president or in the council was Dr. KMK Rao. He used to come every time. He was the organizing secretary of the meetings. He was the secretary of ASU. Whenever he came back, he used to talk to me, say, Chary, there are very few people who have been attending the conference. I am upset, and why don't you take it up and bring more number of people to the conference? Why don't you also become go up in the council or the meetings as a member or participate in the various scientific activities? That gave me an indelible mark in my brain. And then I have joined regularly since then. I've been attending the meetings and tried my best to include as many number of members that could come inside as possible. And that was the main thing why I also became a president, because I was not very much interested in the official post. But then the number of people asked me, even to become after becoming a member, to become a president. And then it was an interesting story when I became the president. It was in 2010. I was advised to put a nomination for a president from our state, because it was our turn to become a president. And then when I put a nomination 1 month before, I wanted to become a unanimous election. I don't want an election at that time. because that will create a lot of trauma between the members who come for election. And then last moment, Professor H. Krishnamurti has filed a nomination to become a professor. Then I withdrew my nomination and delightfully agreed to Dr. H. Krishnamurti to become president for that particular part of time. And I told him if they want me to become a president next year, unanimously, without an election. And I was given an opportunity. I'm very grateful to the whole members of the ASU at that particular point of time to allow me to become a president in 2011. Now, subsequently, I have served ASU in different categories, both scientifically as well as in the council and as a president. And I was involved in doing the first Kiviraj Memorial Symposium in '97 on the genitourinary fistulae. It was a great time at that particular time in Bangalore. Now, I had a great pleasure in giving Professor H.S. Bhatt oration in 2012. And recently in 2021, Professor H.S. Bhatt midterm workshop and a Zoom meeting in 2021 during the COVID times. So when coming on to the people who from our states who have been instrumental in helping ASU to grow, helping our members to join ASU, I would say that Professor Ranganatha Rao, Vasanta Krishna, KMK Rao, Ramaraju, and A.V.S. Reddy were one of the senior people who have helped all our members to join the mainstream of ASU, and they did succeed. And recently, of course, Dr. Mallikarjun Reddy and yourself have been throwing a great effort in associating our states with the ASU. Now, one point about the membership drive, I've already talked about that a while ago, that from 2010, the membership drive has picked up. Every year, the main agenda in the meetings was a membership drive from the states who are having a poor attendance in the annual conferences of ASU. And that picked me up. And then when I became the president and subsequently also, and even before, the membership drive was the main point on which I worked throughout my life. And we are happy that, as you all gave statistics, you're one of the zones who have got the highest number of members. And that's a great job done collectively by all the ASU council. And many applause to all of you and all of them. And I will conclude to say that ASU has grown from a small body to a gigantic body. Recently, we have attended the meeting and it was an excellent meeting. So much quality, so much growth in the scientific material and presentations and everything went on. And I'm very happy that the ASU is going to become one of the major societies in our country, or maybe in the forerunners of our country, to take part in various scientific deliberations. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for speaking from your heart and the proper history in relation to you about the ASU. Now, we have 36 minutes. Before 8 o'clock, I wish I'm also particular about time. All the three have taken their corresponding time. Now, the three speakers are very important speakers and they are very senior persons. Very defined, focused discussion should happen, which will be useful for future generations. And first speaker is Dr. Ganesh Gopalakrishnan, sir. I have to share two small things. People used to say that when any short surgeon assists him, he opens his legs and reduces the table height and then operate. Second thing is one of the major complications in my life I had is a yoga master, 80 years, who underwent radical prostatectomy and a fistula, ureterorectal fistula. So that was a life-threatening complication for patient and to me at that time. I did colostomy and patient asked me, you tell wherever. I said I cannot do. I have taken to Ganesh Gopalakrishnan sir to Coimbatore. I got it operated. That is the first time I have seen him doing with 50-number blade, cutting the tissue horizontally and separating. Then I said, I'm sorry, sir, I produced this complication. I was feeling emotional. He said, come on, man, I've seen many complications like that. After that, that patient has become closer to Ganesh Gopalakrishnan sir than me. He is 90 years now yoga master, 10 years post-radical prostatectomy. That is the bondage he has nothing to do with the person from Hyderabad, the patient, but that patient sends more messages to Gigi sir than me. With this introduction, Ganesh sir, you have to be crisp a little bit on these points. Number one, what has happened which made you to involve in, you are close heart to ASU. I know I am watching. You are the chief guest many times. What is the educational standard in South India? What is the history of ASU in relation to the education standard and scientific program? And what is the message for the youngsters you wanted to give that we will maintain much more in the future to keep the ASU flag high? The history as well as the scientific program together you combine and speak for 10 minutes, sir. There are no questions. You express your views. Thank you very much.
Good evening. Thank you very much, Chandra Mohan, for initiating this program and for asking me to be here this evening. Much water has flown since 1990 in the Association of Southern Urologists. And there are two people who I think, whose names we should mention at this point. Dr. A. Rajashekaran, ARS as we popularly call him,
Yes, sir.
started the Eurofest program. And that is where at Chennai, the giants CC, ARS, PVG, Roy Charlie, Ranganath Rao, they were all sitting and we were all having a drink as usual in the evening. And that was when the whole idea of this Southern Urologist came about. And I was sitting and having a drink with them. And they said, you are the first secretary. There was no voting, there was no nothing. So I said, why me, sir? He said, no, you are all right. You are in Vellore, no, you can be the secretary, you can do everything. So that is how I became the secretary. And then we started the program through the good wishes of Chairman Viswanathan, we call him, who was in SKS Hospital. And the whole story of Yerkad, I enunciated in Madurai, and I don't want to go through it. But what are the strengths of ASU? ASU has always been, to my mind, an academic body. It started off with Eurofest program, which was not a festival. It was a urological festival, an academic festival. And this program was the one that initiated it. So therefore, ASU has always been an academic body. And people from the other zones would actually come and look at our programs and say, you all are doing this program, you all are doing that debate, you all are doing this. How come you all are doing this? Please show us. I'm not going to tell you who those people are, but they're all senior members of the USI now. But they used to come and ask me as to why, how is this society actually flourishing? We used to, as Sasidharan said, we have to have hectic debates about the name. Everybody in the USI thought that we are going to separate from USI. That was never the case. But we started Association of Southern Urologists, and it is now as part of the South Zone section of USI. So the name will not change because it is now etched in gold. It is etched forever. So ASU is going to be there. So as far as academics are concerned, we were always one step ahead of the rest of the zones. Today, we can see how they've actually grown. If you look at how the academics actually unfurled, there was a lot of exchange of MCH and DNB students in our zone. It was actually part of the rules of MCH in Madras University that you had to visit another center. So there used to be an exchange between on Sundays, Saturday, they will come from Chennai 1 month, and then we will go to Chennai the other month, as Sasidharan said, and there was this interaction. And Professor CC will come, Professor ARS will come, the whole team will come from Chennai, and we will have discussions. Pure urology, and then they will go back by the train in the evening on Sunday. So it was such an academic program, and therefore, with all these giants around, it had to be. And what was the strength? Again, we started the HS Bhatt midterm program. There is no other program in this country where people come on their own. There is no payment by any pharma. There is no advertisement. People still are in wonderment as to how this program runs. And there are some people who are trying to emulate it. I think the SOGO members have now decided that they will not sponsor anybody, but you have to come on your own. So I think we were the champions of this sort of an organization. And all that is provided for by the organizing secretary, wherever he is, it goes in rotation, is 1 tea and 1 lunch. That's all. You find your own place, you find your own ticket, you do whatever you want. But it is a solid academic. And every year there's a theme, and every year there's a topic that is discussed just for 1.5 days. Saturday and then Sunday you finish and go off. So this is the memory that we have of the academics. The second thing is we have again hit gold. We are the first zone to start a journal. JASU, just the association's journal, through the offices of Surya Prakash, Audiyappan, etc., Jinil Kumar, they were, I remember at the meeting, I was one of the people who said this is going to be a little difficult. And we were so sure that it will not take off. But you see, we already got 2 issues and it has to, everything has a small beginning, but it will grow. And this is a great opportunity for our residents, our junior people to actually publish. Doesn't matter. We don't have to publish in Journal of Clinical Urology or JU, Journal of Urology. That is all. We want to know what Indian urologists are doing. Everybody reads those journals to know how Chandra Mohan is taking care of a stone, how somebody else is doing a robotic surgery. So much of academic work is going on. And this journal is the one that is very important. We were also the first zone to start posters. Association of Southern Urologists was the first to have poster program. Nobody else had it. So if you look at history from academics, so this gave the opportunity for many people to actually get going on the academic sphere, residents and PGs, etc. They could easily present their posters. It was an opportunity for them to showcase their work. So you see, as far as we are concerned, we were totally on the academic side and we still continue to be. If you look at it, we just don't want to have somebody, one of the seniors mentioned about elections. I think a time has come when our society has grown to such an extent that we should be able to nominate somebody from the zone to the center. We should not have anything amongst us. I know I may sound parochial, but I agree with Sasidharan when he said that. But I think we as a zone have the ability to take one person and nominate him and say, this is our man from our side. You can vote for your man from your side, but this is our man from our side. Even actually, if you look at because the society has grown so much, there are many people in Tamil Nadu who do not know many of the people in Andhra because the society has grown. So AP Sogas should nominate one council member to come. Why should we fight amongst ourselves? We are all one same body. It smooths out everything. You nominate your fellow, he comes to the ASU. I nominate my fellow, he comes to the ASU. So I think we have to grow this way. There is nothing lost. I think everybody will say that yes, elections are there for fair and fair. But you have your own elections so that you know what's happening. Otherwise, we are doing all this, sending this, that, everything. People don't know what is happening. The guy in Kerala, the new fellow, does not know the new fellow in Tamil Nadu. So it's just, by word of mouth, you vote for me, you vote for me. No, I think we have grown, and I think we have grown beyond anything to say that we will nominate our man. So I think we, as a zone, don't have to worry. We are here to stay. We don't have to, have any shortcomings. And I think we are firmly perched on a pedestal to grow. The largest zone is in the country, and I think we do have a membership strength to cast our say and say. So I would urge people from our zone to go to the center to make our voices heard. And this is the only way we can actually progress and say this is what it is. So thank you very much, Chandra Mohan. I don't want to go into the details of journey, but everything has been said and we all know how ASU started. But I'm very certain that it's going to just grow and grow.
Yes, we will work hard to make the membership.
All the best to the new team for whatever you have initiated and will be doing. We look forward to everything.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Great, sir. You took around 7 minutes, very powerful voice. And I know your heart is for ASU and you have principles. You are a principled man. I like it. I'm a great fan of you, sir. Thank you. Now we will move to knowledge person, Dr. Krishnasamy Kannan, sir. Sir, we have only 10 minutes time. We have to finish at any cost by 8 o'clock. So we will limit our time. The subject may be big, but it's actually a webinar which is an introduction of our ASU to the youngsters. Today, the participants may be 100, but I am sure that I will ensure that this YouTube link will be given to all urologists, and I will ensure that they will see at their leisure time 1 hour. And everybody in India should know what is ASU, especially the juniors younger than me. They should know what is ASU full form, and they should know about Southern Urology, and especially those who are trained in this part of the country. So I wanted to ask you 3 questions crisply. 1, why should we become a member, either associate or particularly about the permanent member? Number 2, many of us don't attend the GBM. 15 people are attending. Even in my 20 years back, I don't know the value of GBM. Why we should attend GBM? And third thing is, what is the importance of these are big subjects, sir. Give only conclusions. Constitution, why we should know to grow further in the society. Over to you, sir. Thank you very much.
Good evening, seniors. Thank you, Dr. Chandra. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. You are audible, sir.
Okay. A great initiative you have started. Before I go into the 3 questions you asked, why should I become a member? Why should I attend the GBM? And what are constitutional amendments? I'd like to add one thing more about ASU, about the first conference in ERCOT. That is the occasion when Dr. KN Sridhar from Bangalore presented the Indian-made stent. When the stents were being charged 3,500 rupees, he made an Indian-made stent for 90 rupees, and that was the beginning of the innovations. He was given an instant award of 1,000 rupees, if I remember correct, and that is the first time a prize for innovations was given, and that was followed by the session on innovations in ASU, which was later taken over by the USA also. That is one important information I should mention about the first conference of ASU in ERCOT. And again, about ASU is the only association among the zones which is having a handbook which contains a constitution and its bylaws.
Okay.
No other zone is having it. Only ASU is having its handbook. USA, Dr. Lakshman, before that, Dr. Keshavamurthy, they tried to have a handbook for USA, but it's still to find its day. So still, ASU is the only zonal association. Of course, the Urology Association of Kerala is having its handbook, thanks to Dr. Krishnamurthy, but ASU is the only association is having it. Okay. Now I'll take the 3 questions you have posed to me. What do I gain by joining association? The very same question I asked Professor C.C. sir is here. The other 2 are not there, along with us physically, Professor Raichali and Professor P. Venugopal, in the Tapasukon in ERCOT. When I was the president of ASU, I asked Professor C.C., Professor Asi, and Professor PVG, why should I become a member of the ASU? Member of any association? See, if I had an answer, there are 5 aspects of joining an association: academic, practical, professional, social, and the last is empowerment. Academic, to get further academic exposure after leaving the college. You can clear your practical doubts in practice. You can get personal clarification from the stalwarts and experts. All these are possible today through the YouTube or internet also. But what is not possible in YouTube or internet is you can make presentations of your work and get accolades when you are deserving it. This you cannot get it on YouTube. You can face the discussions and you can grow in confidence, which is very important for the young urologist to go up in the stage. Next is the practical. You can see new surgeries, you can get exposure to new technical points in a routine surgery. These are practical aspects of practical advantages of joining an association. Again, you can get it in YouTube or internet. But the hands-on training which you can get in the conference as a member, you cannot get it in the YouTube or the internet. Professionally, what you can get? You can get exposure to the new instruments in your or our area of interest. This you can get in YouTube also. But what is not possible in YouTube or the net is You can economically purchase the equipment as a group or at a bargain price in a conference, which you can attend as a member of an association. And socially, next, what you can get by becoming a member of an association. You can socialize with the new friends, or you can meet your old friends with or without common interest. So all these things you can get. But now you've got a lot of social media, WhatsApp, internet, and all that. But what is not possible is meeting in person. No social media, no amount of contact in the Facebook will be equivalent to meeting a person, your friend, a new friend, getting a new friend in person, the personal contact. It will not be available otherwise. And you'll be meeting in new places. Again, no social media will give you that experience. Above all, the point of empowerment which you'll get as a member. You can acquire leadership qualities. What you're today as a secretary-elect earlier and the secretary today for ASU, you would not achieve by being in your office. That is something you will acquire only when you become a member of an association. You will get an opportunity to hone your planning skills, your organizing skills. You may be an officer, you may be running an institution and a hospital, but planning an event, planning a conference, planning a program is not easy. It is difficult. And you get honed, you see the people and get trained. You can go up the ladder in an association. Without becoming a member, you cannot go up the ladder. You are a member, you will become a council member, you become a treasurer, you become a secretary, you become the president. You become a council member in the national body, you become an international body, like that. You can keep on going up the ladder. There is no end. There is no end. And not only that, by becoming a member of the association, you get credit hours for attending the program, which is going to be important for your continuing the practice. Today, it is being implemented. Tomorrow, it is going to become compulsory. By attending various conferences, by attending various academic programs, you get the credit hours. So, it is very important you should become a member of the association. Once you become, ideally, you should become a member in the state, in the zone, and in the national level in one go, so that it is easy for the people to find out, not to worry about whether you're a member or not, when you're presenting a paper, whether you're eligible for presenting a paper, whether you're eligible for getting a prize, all that. It will make the things easy for you. It will make the things easy for the secretary or the treasurer, whoever it is. Next, your next question is, why should I attend the general body meeting? Okay. The general body meeting is an event which is held once in a year in any association to take an account of what happened the previous year, and it is to make a plan for the year ahead. Okay. As a member, you should attend to, without fail, underline, without fail, the general body meeting of the association to know what has happened the previous year. You may not be a part of whatever happened previous year, but you get a gist of what happened the previous year. And you will have an awareness of what is going to happen for the future year ahead. So you will have an agenda for the general body meeting. You will know who are the members to be included. If something is going wrong, you are there. When you are there, you will point out. Your awareness about what is happening in the association, you can point out. Not necessarily you should raise the voice and point out. You can politely also you can point out. Because we are all human. To err is human. And you cannot expect the secretary or the president or the treasurer to know everything. As an ordinary member, as an initial member, as an experienced member as a senior member. You can belong to any one of the three. It is your bounden duty to point out what has been missed or what has not been looked into. Okay, that is very important. It's a duty of a member. One thing which is very important is about the general body meeting. It should not be on a holiday. It should be on a working day. I take my liberty to say what can be done to improve the general body attendance in the general body, because every time it is a quorum which is not met. I remember one ASU meeting when 95% of the people, I don't want to mention the name of the meeting, the year of the meeting, 95% of the people were in the dam on the boat, and less than 5% were in the hall. So this should not be seen. AGM, the annual general body meeting, is a very important session of the conference.
Small reminder, sir. We have only 3 minutes of time. We have to close by 8 o'clock. The Ramesh sir is also waiting for 10 minutes. We made the amendments and constitution later on. We will talk about these 3 minutes, and in subsequent webinar we can do about the constitution, sir. 3 minutes left behind.
Very brief mention about the constitutional amendments. Okay.
Yes, sir. Please, sir.
General body meeting, you should have it on a working day. Preferably, you have it on the first day of the conference, so that don't combine it with the day of the banquet. Don't combine it with the day of the banquet, so that it's not confused. If the general body is prolonged, it will unnecessarily prevent the people from going to the banquet. Okay. So have it on a day, the day of the conference. And ideal is to have the inauguration in the morning, not in the evening. Okay. And only one word I want to say about the constitutional amendment. It is not constitutional amendment, as it is commonly said. It is not constitutional amendment. It is amendments to the constitution which is already existing. Okay. You can do the constitutional amendments to the constitution on 3 grounds. If something is not correct, you have to remove it. Like the constitution of ASU had Andaman Nicobar Islands as a part of the ASU. It is not. It was a part of the East Zone, so it was removed. When there is a need for a modification of existing clause, you give an amendment to the constitution. When something is new which is required, you have to add as a new clause, and that should be brought as an amendment to the constitution. This is, in essence, what I want to say. Whatever is required for future, we'll come again and we'll talk. Thank you for the opportunity, Dr.
Great. Thank you very much, sir. You are very knowledgeable. You are in the first, after becoming secretary, first call I have given to Kannan sir. He said that anytime I will help, because it's a textbook. You need not read. You ask, you get the answer, and he is ready to give that. Only thing is that he will tell afternoon or evening I will give, but he will tell clearly, and his extraordinary memory. My God, extraordinary memory. Now coming to the Dr. Ramesh sir, whenever I used to go to general body meeting, 2-3 persons used to argue loudly, and I used to think they are going to fight. Something will happen tonight in the general body. And one such person is Dr. D. Ramesh sir. But by the time I go in the evening, they all will be sitting and having the drink, and they will be friends. So 2-3 times I felt that in the general body, big fight is going to happen today. How will they talk afterwards? And are they facing the same faces? They fight as if the secretary has done the worst thing in their life, like a major complication in the surgery. But Ramesh sir is also very honestly involved in the general body discussion. We all remember 20 years, or at least 15 general body meetings I might have attended. I remember Keshavamurthy sir, Ramesh sir. These people fight for cause, and Krishnasamy Kannan sir. Ganesh Gopalakrishnan sir is at least mild and make the things supple and get to conclusion. But these people don't give up. They fight for the cause. Great, sir. And the way you conducted the conference in Ramaya Medical College is a memory, sir. I have attended so many conferences I have operated, but your planning, including your madam teaching the CPR to the students in the Ramaya Medical College, is phenomenal. That was a memorable conference. With this, please tell if a junior has joined MCH or DNB in South Zone, what should be his vision? Not only everybody wants surgery, RIRS, PCNL, laparoscopy, robotic. After that, they wanted to go to practice. Some of my colleagues in PJ Chandigarh, I have not spoken for 20 years being in South Zone. Yesterday I called and told that you attend. Okay, CM, I will attend. So what exactly in their mind? It's a personality development. Everybody may not be studied in schools, like everybody may not have artistic skills or linguistic skill like Professor Sasidharan sir. But they should have guidance, how to write the paper, how to present themselves, how to conduct socially, how to project themselves, so that ASU also will become a great contribution, not only national level, international level. Your students might be doing internationally much better than what we are doing. So please give in 8 minutes message. We are cutting short 2 minutes. Thank you very much, sir.
Thanks, Dr. Vaddi. It's nice always to interact with you. Thanks for providing the opportunity in the presence of all my teachers. All the people who spoke before me are my teachers, including Dr. Krishnasamy Kannan. The society is, it's a very dynamic body, which allows us to gain knowledge in pursuit of knowledge. And during our training period, the resident who finishes this program can pursue one of the 3 pathways. He can go into an academic center, or he can go into private freelance practice, which urology as a specialty allows them to do so, or he can join a corporate hospital. But there is enough research and data on how one chooses their career. It all depends on their peers, their teachers. If a student or a resident during his academic program has got involved in a lot of publications, there is data to suggest that they will pursue a course in academics. So it's how he grooms himself, or how his seniors or teachers groom the resident will help him to choose a direction which he goes. So most of the people who have done enough publications during their residency program will invariably, you see, they will tend to go towards an academic center, pursue an academic career. But again, there are a lot of logistics involved in how one chooses a professional career. It all depends on the resources, the place that he wants to settle in. So a lot of other factors also contribute, and the personal drive that he has. So it's very difficult to tell a resident that this is the direction you should lead. A lot of it is personal, but it is well known that somebody who has got an academic inclination during his residency program will continue pursuit in an academic career. And this is where the role of the society has a major impact. The role of a society is multidimensional. Okay, so it allows members to look into research. It allows people to network. It allows advocacy. It also allows them to disseminate information, gain information from others. So these residents, during their curriculum or during their course itself, if they attend these courses or these conferences by being members of the association, it will help them to choose in which direction they need to go. And they not only are exposed to their teachers in their institution, but when they come out into societies and attend conferences, they are exposed to an array of faculty members, which is not available today. When I was a resident, when people like Dr. Roy Chally, Sasidharan, and Ganesh, Gopalakrishnan, etc. used to come for exams, they used to stay back for one day. Invariably, the exams used to get over on Saturday, and Sunday they used to stay back. And we, the residents who were preparing the case for the exam, used to keep all the x-rays, everything ready. They used to spend the whole day teaching us. So we were exposed even at those days at Manipal to all the teachers that were there in the circuit. And all of them spent a lot of time with us. Professor Sasidharan told that they all used to go to other centers too. Similarly, in Manipal, we had a lot of interaction with people from Calicut. Professor Roy Chally and Venugopal's boys, we were called. We were interacting with each other and to visit each other's center. And if you see, even the people whom I trained and graduated with, different people have taken different careers. I've chosen an academic career. Somebody has chosen a private practice. Somebody has joined a corporate hospital. So it is very difficult to pinpoint and tell X resident has to choose X career. It's very personal, and it's also groomed by the way he's groomed during his residency program. And to me, as a growth in the society as an individual, I was pushed into the society activity by a lot of my colleagues and some of my seniors, and it proved me to grow professionally. It proved me to help my communication skill, and it also helped me in my organization ability. You deal with large number of people who have different needs, and you learn on the job. So I owe a lot to the Association of Southern Urologists for whatever I've been able to achieve academically and as an organization level. And I take great pride that I've contributed sufficient amount of energy towards both the societies, Association of Southern Urologists and the USI.
Thank you, sir. Is it, sir?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much. And doing secretary for USI 2 years continuously is not a
4 years, 2 terms,
yeah,
4 years.
Two terms you have done. I don't know how many people have done that. Maybe you are one of the very few persons that need a lot of patience, planning. You always look cheerful to do it. That means you are interested. With this, now before conclusion, we have 3 minutes time. We'll give 1 minute time to President to say his final remarks. After that, I will conclude in 2 minutes. Then by 8 o'clock, I wanted to close because this is the first program. What we have learned from all these seniors is the time. I know there are a lot of people here. Dr. Arun Chawla sir is there. Dr. Mahesh Desai sir was there. Dr. S.K. Pal was there. But it's not it's not a meeting which everybody has to be given chance. The design program, so we have to finish in time. Everybody's time is valuable. Already Chinnaswamy sir is sitting for last 1.5 hours. Sasidharan sir is focusing, listening. We have to respect their time also. Over to our President, Dr. Chhengalvarayan sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Chandra Mohan sir, for organizing a wonderful program at the outset. We are really blessed, as I said earlier, to have so much of senior people with us. The amount of material they shared, the amount of enthusiasm which they told their events and the stories, how everything started. It was really great. I think, as you said, you're going to put this on the YouTube channel, and more youngsters are going to see this. And I think this will be a beautiful eye-opener, not only to us. I have seen some few messages which have come from the other associations, Dr. S.K. Pal sir, Dr. Mahesh Desai sir. They all put that they're very happy to see this program, and they're learning a lot from ASU. It's really wonderful that we had an opportunity to have such great people with us. I think thank Chandra Mohan sir for to give a big thank you to all of them.
Yes, sir. So, dear seniors, the panelists, I thank once again for giving this opportunity. The only thing I wanted to say, unknowingly or knowingly, I passed out in 2004, and I have also passed 20 years. So everybody becomes old. I used to think that when I will become senior, but now I am 50 years. I am 20 years in the ASU. So my dear juniors, this is a message that be with the society, grow with the society, learn from the society, and give to the society. Every time Ganesh Gopalakrishnan sir says that, Chandra Mohan, you participate everything, you do it. You do it, you do it. Like that, all the seniors have worked very, very hard. No shortcut for the younger generation. I also have to work hard during my secretary. I am honestly, happily wanted to do that. Same, all the younger generation, don't look only at the surgery. Be with the society, the Association of Southern Urologists. Grow along with the society to higher level. Take also the society to higher level. Whatever level it is, whatever your imagination, please do not forget the roots where you are trained. So many seniors here have trained so many juniors who are in various positions, even in USA and UK. They must remember the society, and we have to grow with the society. I thank all the panelists for taking their time, especially Dr. Chinnaswamy sir, Dr. Sasidharan sir, Dr. KSN Chary sir, and all other panelists and some of the members. I know attendance will be less, but some people will be interested in this leadership, in this history. They are the ones who progress. We should continue encouraging them, and we will encourage. And long live the ASU, and we will do wonders in the future with the future generations' enthusiasm under the banner of the Association of the Urologists, Southern Urologists. Thank you. Thank you very much. We will conclude the session here.
Thank you, Chandra.
Thank you, sir.